to the underground physical culture training session. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is, it's a circuit training class basically, but what we're going to be doing is using a piece of equipment that you may not have seen before and that you may not have used before. And basically what I'm trying to do, or what we're trying to do as Premier, is really get people sort of thinking outside the box. Alright, so we're going to look at using all this type of gear and let's see how we sort of get on with it. Now, as far as the stuff that we've got going on here today, we want to sort of promote you if you're going out, you're training in parks and stuff like that, or you're training outdoors. And the last thing you want to do is have like a van full of gear. Yeah? You don't want to get little bits and bats that are only going to do like one thing that will do your triceps, one thing that's really good for your legs, one thing that's really good for your chest. Yeah? You want gear that's going to sort of be useful as a full body sort of workout, don't we? Yeah? Because then we've got to carry less equipment about. Alright? So, what we're going to look at doing is we're going to look at tornado balls. We're going to be working them today. Tornado balls great for generating sort of rotational power. So again, as I was talking to some of you about before, I come from a fighting background, so I train a lot of fighters, and rotational work, absolutely superb. So tornado balls are great for that, and also pretty good if you want to get like a little bit of a six-pack going on, or whatever you fancy. Alright, we're also going to look at the Bulgarian bags. Again, superb for getting rotational work in. You can throw them about, you can give them a bit of a kicking, and they'll take it and ask for a little bit more. So it's all good. We've then got power hammers we're going to have a look at. If you go down a B&Q and you get an hammer or sledgehammer and you're doing a bit of tyre work or whatever, they're like for fairies, them little mini sledgehammers. Yeah? We want these big rascals. That's what we want. We've got to start hitting things with bigger things. Yeah? We're going to look at some kettlebells, just dead simple stuff. A little bit of a Turkish get with the kettlebells. Hydro bags. Now, again, these are sort of bags filled with water. Great for sort of training our sort of feedback loop. And the way I like to think of it is, you know, let's say water never does the same thing, does it? It always does something different. Yeah? So us being the master adapters, our bodies being the master adapters, how can we adapt to something that's constantly sort of changing? Alright, so it's really, really sort of challenging, great for our sort of feedback loop and for sort of balance training, proprioceptive training. Okay? We're going to do a little bit of growler training, or a little bit of prowler training. See, I like these apples. These are it's not nice, really. There is a condition known as prowler flu. Alright, and let's see if we can get somebody to sort of like push it. If you do need to throw up, just push and throw up over there, and then just carry on. Alright? Don't be stopping. Now, these aren't just sort of for pushing and pulling and all this happening. We do have sort of a fixing point on the front, where we can clip a TRX to or a rope to or whatever it may be, and we can do like reverse rolls, we can do pushes, we can do rotational drags, we can do tons of stuff like that. We can plate load them, yeah, so we can increase the intensity. Absolutely superb for training, great for sort of building up a lactic acid tolerance. Okay, we're going to look at power clubs. Apparently it's scary. I'm apparently the UK's leading expert on power clubs. I don't know how that sort of works. It's quite scary. So we'll look at that. Great for increasing mobility and stability of our shoulder joint. Because you know that we have, a lot of the time we have this payoff, don't we, between mobility and stability. So the more mobile a joint tends to be, or more mobile a joint is, the less stable it tends to be. Okay, and the more stable, the less mobile. But with power clubs, because you train for a full range of motion, train all the muscles in your rotator cuff, you get increased stability and increased mobility. Alright? Great for training, for wrist training. Yeah, and I'm going to relate it back to fighting again. So let's say you land a punch, bosh. When you're at full extension there, if you get any deviation in the wrist, you lose lots of power through those deviations. If we can increase the strength and stability of our wrists, then we're gaining more power without actually increasing the power of our punch, if that makes any sort of sense. Yeah, so we're not putting more power in, but we're getting more out. So power clubs, fantastic. We'll look at hydro balls or slosh balls. What these are is basically just Atlas stones filled with water. and they're a proper handful. Yeah? So we're just going to look at the black and the blue. If anybody thinks they're like big time Charlie Potato, have a go on the red one. Let's see how I like them apples, Mark. Red one's for you, alright? Great for doing stuff like if you want to, you can rotational stuff, and because we can't get a grip on it, because it is so difficult to get a grip on, it's great in that sort of respect. It makes it extremely challenging for us, alright? My personal favourite is, along with the growler, is going to be battling rope training. Absolutely fantastic. Now, today we're just going to look at sort of keeping the rope moving, but we can sort of look at training aerobically, anaerobically. We can look at training for function, so we can get rotations into what we're doing. Yeah? There's tons of different ways to train with a rope. And the only limitation is our imagination. Yeah? Do you like that's copyrighted? Right? So we've got little tiny waves, we've got big waves going on, and then we're going to be looking at the bungee harnesses. Absolutely superb pieces of equipment. Great for sort of acceleration, but also to control deceleration. You've got to slow yourself down going backwards. Great, you know, if you're training in a park or something like that, whack them in a bag nice and light. And then it's not just about sprinting, they come with handles, you know, so if you want to do any sort of pulling work, pushing work, rotational work, any sort of stuff like that, bungee harnesses are absolutely fantastic for it, okay? Now, most of this stuff, apart from the growler, was supplied by, you know, Jason from Wolverton outside, so if you're interested in any equipment after you've had a bit of a play with it, then go and see him, say, Ben said to give us loads of discount. Yeah? And he'll go, oh, alright then. Okay? We're not trying to tweak one's not filled with lead or something, alright? So, what we're going to use is a barbell grip. So there, yeah, hands are that way. From there, whoop, straight up, catch it in the crook of your elbow. Okay? Back down to there, whoop, straight up to there, and back down to there. The orange bag, it's a right handful. Yeah, that's for Mark. The orange bag's for you. Okay. And while we're doing that, we're going to be doing jump squats. Okay, so we're going to split into groups on there. Okay. Next one. Prowler suicides. I love that now. It's made it. Prowler suicides. Right. So you're going to go out to there. Straight over, and back to there. Okay, when you lot do it, it'll be plate loaded, so it'll be a bit heavier than that. Alright, I'm just showing you technique. Okay, we're then going to be going from there into a power club sagittal arm cast. Now this is going to be double club. Okay, so club's up to there, you're going to go up and over, and back down. To there, and back down to there. And that's it. Piece of cake. Alright, and into squats. Okay? Next one's going to be a frontal plane lunge. So we're going to have all this. Up to there. We're going to go lunge to there, and out to there. Okay? Happy with that? And you're going to be doing press-ups while your partner's doing a frontal plane lunge.
I don't know the routes.
Don't worry about that yet, man. Don't worry. Okay. Next one we're going to do. Straight down to here. Whack that on. And then from there, you're being a bit ambitious there, aren't you? Stepping out of the way. It's clear to Spain. Move them power clubs. I'm only joking. Okay, so from there, to there, and back to there, out to there, and back to there, okay? You've got to do this today. Okay, then from there, while you're doing that, your partner's going to be doing power press-ups, okay? They're all explained on the stations. Next one's going to be battling rope, okay? So, if you taste there, which I obviously am, we'll do the 2-inch rope. So from there, little waves, we can do that, big slams, happy with that? And that's it. Go on.
Was there a second exercise while your partner was doing that one?
Right, over there. Sorry, my apologies. Prowler suicides are paired up with power press-ups. Okay, so it's not like a clap press-up. What you can do is if you can't generate enough force in a full sort of press-up, go into a 3/4 press. Okay? Are we happy? Yeah? Right, let's get on it like a carb on it. Alright? Perfect. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Jump and touch, let's go a little faster. Good go. Okay, keep there. We're gonna go. Good job, keep it going. Okay, to the back there, with the rotation, there. Good job, let's smash it up. Let's speed it up a little bit. Get it going a little faster. Don't wear yourself out. Don't wear yourself out. Don't be the warm-up. Go down back there. That's what I'm talking about. That's better. Okay, now there, lunges. There. Good job. Put a bit of rotation in. Open a little bit leg. Good job. Good. And then we'll go. Come on. Stop. Perfect. Okay, in your pairs. Everyone got a pair. Everyone got a pair. You should a pair. Anybody else missing a pair? Oh, I missed one. You can join in the match. Okay? Alright, so let's pick a station. Alright? Waiting for the work. Stop. Waiting for the work. Let's really go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to go round like that. That's going to be the last station. Okay? Start sort of here, go on to there. Does that make sense? Alright then! You're going to do 1 minute on each station. Once you've done the equipped exercise, you swap to the bodyweight exercise. Okay? So you do a minute on each station and then swap to the next station. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. Right, let's get on it like Wallace and Gromit. Okay. We're ready to go. Go! Let's do it. 1 minute. Let's go, 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 come on! Go, 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 go! Right out! Don't mess it about, all the way! That's it! Come on, girl! Come on, girl! Keep it going! Yes, Marco! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! That's it! So brilliant! Keep it going, come on! Go, ready to go! Yes, let's go! Cheat men, do not cheat men! Change! Straight in! On the pads, if we don't have the ability to absorb forces as well, then we will get severe sort of wear and tear on our joints. We end up with joint pain, and it isn't good, alright? I got put out for 2 weeks by one guy who gave me whiplash. Because he hit me that hard with a body shot. I mean, it was my own fault because I did call him a fairy. But he's hit me that hard, big Russian guy called Pav. And give me a flaming whiplash. I was out for the count, so... Okay, so when we look at stance, when we talk about foot position, it's key to force generation foot position. Where do our punches start from? From the feet, yeah? This is where a lot of people go wrong. It doesn't matter how big your muscles are to a certain extent, yeah? Because your hands, your shoulders are only the delivery system for the power that you've generated from the rest of your body, alright? And it starts from the feet. So let's say, if we talk about force generation, and we talk about force regeneration as well, and sort of recycling forces, and a great description of boxing, and the sort of force regeneration and stuff like that. You know, you've seen the stress balls that people have on the desks, and it's like loads of balls on them strings, and you click, 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 click. Yeah, that is how we should be boxing. Yeah, because what we're going to do is, as we throw our shots, so we might throw a jab, we might throw a right hand. If I was to throw a right hand, my front leg's loaded now. I've just stored all that energy that I put into my right hand, or a vast majority of it, has all gone into my front leg, stored as kinetic energy. But then you see a lot of people will just sit back out of it again. So you've got to rebuild all those forces. Does that make sense? So what we want to do is throw the right hand, bam, it's there. All that energy's there. So come back off it, reuse that force, and then from there we can build and sort of build momentum and speed from our shots as well. Okay? We've got a load to explode, alright? And if we're loaded, then use the energy. Don't just let it sort of disappear into the atmosphere. So, as far as foot position goes then, we've got to think about our feet should be anywhere just over shoulders width apart, depending on the size of your client. So, let's say shoulders width apart, front to back, and then your back foot, I'm going to be talking about an orthodox fighter, okay, so a right-handed fighter. If you're left-handed, then you're a bit of a weirdo, okay? So we're just going to go right-handed for now, yeah? Who's left-handed? Brilliant, I just got like a third of the room weirdos. Alright, so we're going to have our foot sort of shoulders width back, okay? And our back foot's going to be slightly out to the side. If we have our feet sort of in line, you think of it as sort of walking on a tightrope, we take any sort of impact, Be that impact from somebody else or impact of a shot we land. Bam, we're going to push ourselves over. Does that make sense? Yeah, so what we want to do is make sure, if you watch old footage of Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest, I believe, yeah, not just because it's popular to believe it, but because I believe it, one of the greatest fighters of all time, when he's moving around and he's round the outside of the ring and he's dancing about, but when it comes to it, because he was a big guy, when it comes to it, boom, his base is that wide, you know, to give him the stability to throw his shots, yeah? And that's what we need to think about, okay? We need to think about stability, and that'll give us the ability to throw our shots. So, we're going to go feet around shoulders distance apart, and then slightly back foot slightly out to the side. Our toes are going to be at about a 45-degree angle away from our client, or away from our opponent, okay? If you point your toes straight on, your hips come square, you've got no room to load your back foot, you've got no room to explode, your hips are already square on, so you can't really rotate into anything. Alright, so what we want to do is have our feet at around about a 45-degree angle. You want to just click, push your shoulders through just a touch. Yeah? Because now, just watch, when I throw that out, you see that little push there, that little slight rotation of the shoulder, yeah? My right hand is now loaded to go, it's ready to go, okay? If you do that every time you throw a jab, you really conceal that right hand getting loaded, because we've got a load to explode, okay? So what we want to do is see to our clients, bam, just as we get to the end of it, bam, we just click the shoulder, bam, bam, and then we can throw the right hand off it, okay? So, jab's going to go, boom, straight out to there, yeah? Fist, elbow's going to rotate up behind it to meet it. Now, a lot of the time as well, what people tend to feel like is that they're generating more force from a bent arm. Yeah? So you see people sort of landing the shot with a bent arm and thinking that they're getting a lot of power into the shot. This is sort of incorrect. Yeah? You generate the maximum amount of force in the end range of the shot. Like if you look at Atom when he fought Kostya Tszyu, Kostya Tszyu is pound for pound one of the hardest punchers ever. Alright? But what Atom did was, he closed him down. He knew he was going to get punched. So he closed him down, so that Kostya Tszyu, every punch he landed was bent arm. Especially with a beginner client. It's going to put him at a biomechanical disadvantage, alright? Because if you throw it, knuckles down like that, or knuckles sort of facing forward, look where my elbow is. Yeah? My elbow's going to be low, alright? So if my elbow's low, when I land that shot, I get lateral rotation at the shoulder joint, and I lose a lot of power. If my elbow's high, I get medial rotation at the shoulder joint and I lose a lot of power that way. So the way I teach a hook is to turn your fist and knuckles pointing up. Now naturally, it brings your elbow up behind your fist. Okay? So we don't lose, we have no deviation. We don't have any lateral or medial rotation at the shoulder joint. Does that make sense? Yeah? So there are two ways to do it. You see, loads of professional fighters will throw a hook like that, especially a long range hook. Yeah, but for me personally, I like to throw it bam with the elbow up behind the fist and knuckles pointing up. Okay? Now, I've never done anything with you, you've never done anything with me, so nice and steady, nice and steady. Alright, so just a jab to there, mate. Go again. That's better. One more. Okay, good stuff. So you can see I'm just sort of slightly rotating in. Yeah? Just slightly rotating and taking the shot. Okay? Now let's try it on with the right hand. Again, we're going to do the same, but we're now going to be throwing a little bit more power off the right hand. I may rotate just a touch more, okay, because I've got to be able to absorb the shot. Just back, just a touch, mate. Okay, so straight right to there. One more. That's it again. Good. So I'm not coming too far through. I'm just slightly rotating to absorb the shock. Okay? And then we'll put some sort of combinations together. So, we're just going to do, we'll just go 1-2, mate. Nice and easy, alright? Yeah, again. Good, one more. Okay, so I'm not coming right through. Flipping heck, it's scared me anyway. Alright, there. And there. Good. Alright, three jabs, yeah? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, go. Right hand. 2. Good. Okay, we're going to go right up to the body. Yeah? Right up to the body. Yeah? Here we go. And left hook. Right hook. Straight right. Head. 2. Okay, we're going to go jab, right uppercut, left hook, straight right. So try it steady. Jab, uppercut, left hook, straight right. Okay? Here we go. Good. One more. Good, that's better. Okay, we're going to go right hook body, left hook head, straight right hand. So try it steady. Okay, here we go. Right hook body, left hook head, straight right hand. Good, one more. Good, I like that. Go. Good, right. Two. Good. Okay, time, brilliant. So, cheers now. Let's just take them. Generate some serious water.